Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 20 years before, when there is no telephone and internet, people cannot even imagine what's the feeling of staying connected. However, after 10 years, we have telephones, emails, internet, and mobile devices. As the connectivity level increases, there are always brought huge changes to the human society. And nowadays, as a result of the mobile devices, everyone's life is connected to the internet. Tencent is a giant company in China. It is the first mover of the social media in China and is leveraging this competitive advantage and grow all the business based on this social media platform. It has reached the field of e-commerce, payment, gaming, and all the field of people's life. And it's encouraged people to connect it to this platform, and that's the reason why it's become so successful in Chinese market. And today, our client, Facebook, is also a first mover in the social media platform. However, rather than staying connected, it's having a different strategies of generating its revenue solely from the advertisement. There are more than 97% of revenue is come from the advertisement in Facebook. However, as the Tencent is staying more connected and growing global, Facebook is facing a fierce competition of how to maintain its sustainable business model with the fierce competition. So ladies and gentlemen, very welcome to you all here. My name is Gilbert. This is Elaine, Kevin, and Rachel. We are the team from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, ShenZhen. And today we are here for the one sole purpose. That is to help our client, Facebook, to maintain a sustainable business model in the fierce competition field. To solve this key problem, we have developed our strategic focus. That is the business diversification with innovative connectivity. And here, the innovative connectivities means that we will diversify our business through developing live streaming and also leverage the IoT technology to stay more connected to the human society. By achieving this strategic focus, we have developed our two strategies. The first step is to diversify our business. That is to develop a new business model in live streaming. And the second step is to explore, which means that we will leverage the IoT technology to stay more connected to the society. By leveraging our two strategies, we will be able to achieve our goal by achieving 669 million in live streaming business and also achieve 20 million revenue in the IoT services. And now let's welcome Elaine.
Thanks, Gilbert. According to what Gilbert has just mentioned, because our strategic focus is to achieve the business diversification with innovation. So it is critical for Facebook to have a deep understanding of the better connectivity trend on the social media. Now, let's have a look at the industry analysis and the series increasing connectivity on the social media. Having a look at the future roadmap in the next 10 years for the social media, we can see there are many three steps. First, ecosystem, which means building an ecosystem like Facebook to have a better user base. Second, products, which is to develop diversified products to better support it. And the third is our final goal, is to achieve the connectivity among all value chains, among the suppliers, the customers, and also the platforms. So to better support our connectivity, there is increasing technological development, such as the IoT application and the live stream application supported by the VR and AR. First, for the IoT application, according to Harvard Business Review 2016, as we can see from the chart, in 2019, it is predicted the IoT application will bring economic values of $11 trillion with an annual growth rate of 23%. Second, as for the live stream supported by the AR and the VR technological support, as we can see from the chart, the revenue source of the live stream increased from the 10% to the current 6% in the past 5 years. And also, the market size has achieved $70 billion. As a result, supported by the different technology such as IoT, AR, and VR, there is increasing and better connectivity on the social media platform. As a result, for users, their user time on the social media and on the platform has already increased from the past 2 hours to the current 6 hours. So, facing the increasing connectivity on the social media, let's have a further look at the external changing conditions, especially for Facebook. We analyze it from 2 parts, the customer needs and the competitors. First, for the customer needs, which means those users on our social platform, they have 3 main characteristics. First, interaction. Second, time efficiency. And third, the one-stop service. The interaction means they need better engagement for deeper communication with each other, as well as better experience. The time efficient means because in such a fast-paced society, users, they have less time they need more time efficient and a quicker time to use those fragmented time to do the research and information searching. Third, the one-stop means they need multiple functionality added on the current social media to better facilitate their daily life. So, based on the customer needs, based on our analysis, we do a competitor analysis and compare the Facebook with the Tencent under the criteria of whether they can meet the customer needs. So based on our matrix, as we can see from the matrix, in terms of the interaction as well as the one-stop service, the Tencent has already done a much better good job than the Facebook. It is because, first, for the interaction, the Tencent has developed diversified business portfolios. Instead of the WeChat platform, it also has the gaming and the traveling and different business and applies the newest technology such as a live stream to the current platform. Second, for the one-stop, Tencent has already developed its own payment system, but for Facebook, it doesn't have its own payment system because of the main competitors in America, such as the PayPal. They already have developed their own their own payment system. So in terms of the financial service, Tencent has provided more better one-stop service. So facing the customer needs and the competitors, let's further have a look at the regulatory issues for the Tencent and Facebook. For Tencent, we all know it is a Chinese company, and currently its financing service is encouraged by the government. Also, in terms of the privacy issue, in China, the law for privacy is still weak, and in terms of the user data, it doesn't have the strict control. But for Facebook in America, first, it has very strict privacy control. Second, it cannot enter the China market due to the Great Firewall by China government. So, facing the different regulatory issues and the different customer needs, we can have a further look for Facebook. It can achieve the differentiation by it can do the opportunity by achieving the differentiation by better improve its interaction and also provides the one-stop service. So to better meet the customer needs and also to track the future trend of the connectivity. So facing the external changing conditions, let's now take a step backward and have a look at its internal performance. Internally, for Facebook, as Gilbert has just mentioned, it only has a single business model, and its 90% of the revenue source comes from its advertisement business. But however, currently, there is increasing accurate targeting, which means for Facebook, on average per customer, the revenue per customer is decreasing because those advertisements, they are only put and targeting at those smaller base customers. So as a result, its current single revenue source cannot support a better sustainable growth in the future. So facing the external threats from the Tencent and other competitors and facing the internal single business model, there is urgency and importance for Facebook to better diversified its business for a better sustainable growth. So how to achieve it? Let's have a look at our strategy.
So thanks for Yini. Let me conclude that what we have found so far. So currently, our client, the Facebook, is faced with the challenge of how can it grow its business sustainably with the increasing need of a more diversified social platforms. So here, it seems that our client Facebook haven't catch up the trend very well. It had a very limited revenue streams. 90-70% revenue comes from its advertisement, and we also anticipate that within the next 3 years, there will come to expansion of the IoT service market. Its compound annual growth rate will achieve 23% annually. And we also found that identify the trend of the live stream as well as the short videos on the internet will have a market value of $70 billion. And according to the latest report called the Internet Trend 2017, which launched by last week, the answer Miller Myler has anticipated that currently there are 3.4 billion users has been connected to the internet with its mobile devices. So it's getting harder for a company to simply generate the profit by acquiring more customers. It needs to think about how can it let customers stay on its platform more times. And we have identified the trend that the user time spending on the phone is increasing from 2 hours to 6 hours. So under the current situations, our role today is to help our client Facebook to have a brighter tomorrow in the future. So by achieving the revenue stream from the live stream as well as the videos about $670 million within the next 3 years, and also generate the revenue from its IoT services about $20 million. Our strategic focus is to implement the business diversification with innovative connectivities. So here I want to emphasize 2 things. So by saying that the business diversification, our role is to help our client, the Facebook, to diversify its current revenue stream, which apart from the advertisement, but also include the transaction-based revenue stream. Also, by saying that innovative connectivity, we aim to help our client, Facebook, to leverage the trend of the improvement of IoT services, such to better find the product suitable to the market. So now let's take a specific look of our strategy.
Thank you, Kevin. Now let's take a look at our first strategy, diversify. And we identify our value proposition, that is to provide interaction, time efficiency, and one-stop experience to our customer on the Facebook platform. And in order to diversify our current business, we have 2 models. The first is a live stream, and the second is a sports events cut. So first, let's take a look at the live stream. As for the live stream, there are many popular key opinion leaders online, and it is quite popular in China now that these key opinion leaders can generate high revenues from their live stream because they provide their fans with a wide range of contents from cosmetics, sports to tourism, and etc. So Facebook owned a large customer base, so they can also use this KOL channel to generate revenue. And the incentive here is the F-coin. What is F-coin? We will let our customers use the cash to generate F-coins. If they like the KOL's channel, they can give them applaud and reward via the F-coin. Also, by generating this model, we have our synergy as well. The synergy is that we have a money pool of the cash, and then we will set a restraint. That is, we will set after our customers buy the F-coin, they can transfer it back to cash after 24 hours. So with this time span, we can use it to make extra investment. Also, when they transfer it from the F-coin to the cash, we can have a 6% commission fee. So this is a new revenue model for us. And also, this is a transaction-based revenue model. And now let's take a look at the second revenue model. That is a sports event cut. Why we want to do the cut? Because currently, our customers' time are highly fragmented. They usually have around 10 minutes to do the screen watching. So we will cooperate with the sports events provider because in the US, there is such a big customer base for the sports, and they need a short period of time to get the latest news and the best moments from the sports events. So how can we do that? We will let those sports events provider to upload a 10 minutes video on our platform, and the sports fans can form their groups to do the interaction. Also, how can we achieve the revenue? Let's see, we will have a 3% revenue from the flow fee as well as the corresponding advertisement. This is based on our current revenue model, but we diversified it in a more realistic way. So this is an ads-based revenue. And next, let's take a look at our future's second strategy, that is explore. Because our strategic focus focuses on the innovative connection in the future. So let's take a look at the IoT. And the IoT competency lies in the cloud computing. And the real essence of cloud is that actually it cannot be applied just in one single industry. However, it can be applied in different scenarios. So it is scenario-based. That is why we identify one scenario that is quite common. That is the car insurance customization. How can we gonna achieve that? First, our mobile phones is the best sensor that can be put in our customer's car. And then our current core technology, Xperia, can track our customers' location as their driving history as well as their accidental history to get the data collected and then analyze that. By analyzing the data and cooperate with the common insurance companies, we can then correspondingly personalize the insurance product to our target customers. And after our analysis and calculation, we can generate a $20 per person for the revenue. And after taking a look at our strategy, now let's take a look how can we implement that. It will be divided into two steps. The first step includes the technology and the synergy, and the second step includes the promotion. So first, as for the first step, the technology, we need three key technology. That is the data analytics, Internet of Things, and cloud computing. And fortunately, that is all our core competency for the Facebook because it is famous for the technology. And the second is the synergy. We will form a tech team that is composed of 30% people based on our current resources. And then they will develop the specialized live stream for the KOL as well as the sports live stream and also the IoT. And we will also have a general support team to do the general support. And for the step two, the promotion, because Facebook is a social media that is interactive. So first, we will have some accurate pop-up on the Facebook to guide our customers to other platforms like the live stream as well as the IoT. And the second, our customer can do the self-promotion as well. And now let's take a look at the execution plan.
Thanks for Rachel. Here we create a one-year roadmap for our client, Facebook, to implement our strategies. So given our strategic focus is to implement the business diversification and through the better connectivity. So in the first 3 months, we'll mainly focus on R&D on live stream applications which can develop on our Facebook platform. And we will also trying to do the test of the data generating that's suitable for our future cooperation with the insurance company. So in this stage, we will mainly spend around $45 million on the R&D. So after the previous 3 months, in the next 3 months, we will mainly focus on the promotion of our live stream as well as the short video to the market. And also, we will seek for the cooperation with the insurance company that to have interest in our data. So in this stage, we will mainly spend on $5 million on the promotion. So after that, and after we implement our technology and the test of the market, we will share the data with the insurance companies. So I could give you more details on the numbers in our Q&A, but here I want to emphasize that by successfully implementing our strategy, we have the faith that the Facebook can achieve the revenue from the live stream as well as the short video business around $617 million in the 1 year. And then 1 year later, it can also add up IoT revenue from $20 million. So now let's take a specific look of our financial analysis. So here I make 3 key assumptions. The first, that we can, given that we have a very large customer base, we can convert these customers to our live stream users with the penetration rate of 10%. And also, we will convert the freemium users to the paid users with the conversion rate of 30%. And also, the number of the advertisement when of the sports events, the gaming events, the providers will account for 5,000. So here is our pricing strategies. So based on our key assumption and pricing strategy, we project the revenue stream within the next 3 years. So we have to face that by the year 2019, the total advertisement revenues will achieve 10.3 billion US dollars. And then below is our capital allocations. So now, then take a look of our contingency plan.
We also develop our contingency plans and divide it into 3 major risks. Okay, which can be elaborated in our question and answers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have now 15 minutes for the Q&A.
Quick question for you. With this idea of the KOL, the sort of live stream idea, isn't that kind of what YouTube does right now? I know it's banned in China, but isn't that what YouTube does right now in terms of having an established platform already there that's already got lots of content, etc.? How would Facebook then develop their own, because even Google couldn't get into the Facebook space, so they're Google Plus. It's why bother, right? We've got that entrenched sort of setup.
Thank you for the question. Actually, we do consider the differentiation point from the Facebook live stream and the YouTube. Currently, YouTube actually those key opinion leaders, they just take the video and they cannot interact with their fans. What their fans can do is just to leave some comment under it, and they cannot give some reward and applause to their favorite key opinion leaders. However, on our live stream, it is a real-time live stream because our key opinion leaders will have can do whatever they want in a timely manner, and they can say to their fans, and their fans can do an in-time interaction with them, which is quite different from the YouTube video, which is made in advance, but we can do a real-time interaction. Also, we generate the new business model because we have generated the F coin, so the fans can give the reward in terms of F coin to their key opinion leaders, and then the key opinion leaders will be intensified, so they will provide better and better contents to our customers.
Also, let me illustrate more about the live streaming. Live streaming is quite a large industry in China now. For example, there will be the key opinion leaders that sing songs or play some entertainment programs, and then the fans can interact with them by giving them gifts or applause. And it's very common that some very famous key opinion leaders can generate more than 1 million every day. So it's a quite big market, and we think that we can copy that model also to the Facebook, because Facebook also have a large customer base.
And how is that financed then? How do they make money out of that? They do by advertising?
Yes, because the fans will give the gifts to the KOLs, and they need to pay the cash for the gifts. And then the platform just majorly charge for the transaction fee.
So you have to get Facebook users to buy these coins and then give
Yes,
them out.
yes.
Interesting concept. Okay.
But then if I'm a customer, why do I bother to buy? Why do I bother? Why do I have to pay?
Because you are a big fan of a key opinion leader. Because there are some key opinion leaders that is popular on the YouTube. For example, the cosmetic blogs and some tourisms, they travel around the world and they have a large group of fans.
But
So
I don't pay them, right?
Right,
I pay the
watch
product.
it. My
I pay
kids
the
watch
product.
it.
So
Yeah.
if I like the cosmetic, I go and buy the cosmetic,
Right.
and they make money out from the cosmetic company, not from me.
Right.
So as a end consumer, why do I want to pay Facebook, pay the KOL? I don't. And also, so just to check, so do you guys have Facebook account?
Yes,
Probably not.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
you do, right? So that's live stream already today on Facebook. So live stream exit today as a Facebook function. What's the difference between what you're proposing and the existing feature? I don't quite get that.
Our features, our main feature, our main different feature is that we can give the gifts to the KOLs. And in here, we can also observe there's a very interesting phenomenon in YouTube. There are lots of YouTubers that are looking for the financial support from these fans, and these fans do give them the financial support, and they link the channel. And here, with our live streaming channel, we can directly connect it with the friends. So they can directly give them financial support and also gifts, And this is the channel that we want to give out to the friends. Yes.
Got you.
And we also have some synergy effects because we will set a time constraint that if you transfer your cash to the F coins, you can transfer it back, but after 24 hours. So Facebook can fully utilize this 1 day period of time to make some extra investment. So this is our synergy effect.
Yeah, so if you
Yes.
convert it to these F coins, they're actually sitting on a pile of cash. And you then got financing, banking on it.
Yes.
Thank you.
And also this live streaming is completely workable because Facebook already has a live streaming technology. Yes.
But do you have any particular market in mind for Facebook? No, actually they are banned.
That's right. So
Okay,
they're not
China.
going to do this in China, right?
They
So
cannot do
Yeah,
it.
they
go
can
everywhere
do
else
it in the
but
global market.
But not China.
So any particular market that you have in mind that you will recommend to Facebook?
And other than the China market, as citing the case, and the South Korea, as well as the Europeans, so the other the global market may be suitable for new products.
And also here, because we are an American company for Facebook, and here we still mainly focus on our live streaming in American market. And also we know the American people are very crazy for the sports events. So maybe the KOL can also be some famous sports celebrity, and also in other entertainment fields such as in the singing and or dancing or some TV shows. Those famous men can also do the live streaming here to attract a large customer base on our Facebook platform.
And let's imagine the future, because now majorly people watch the NBAs on TV shows or other video platforms. If we can attract this customer to our platform, and then they must willing to pay or support their liked teams. And so this is a very
I think
big
you've
market.
got some, you've already got it now anyway, in terms
Yeah.
of if you want to see the game, then you have to pay for it, well that's a choice, right? So there are already live stream where you pay to watch the match, etc. I can see that.
No.
To see the manager and the top player chatting about it afterwards, you know, there's going to be a lot less people willing to pay for that, given it's normally pretty dribble anyway. And I think the other thing is that a lot of people in the live stream market are youngsters who like this stuff.
Yes.
They don't have the time or inclination, and they're the ones without the money to do it. So, in essence, that's why the advertising model has been so strong, because it costs nothing, but you can hook people in. If you look
Yes.
at my kids, they watch some, I've forgotten the name of it now, but there's some teenage girl thing that they do stuff, right?
Yes,
And
exactly.
they
Watch
it,
too.
you know, they watch it all the time, but it doesn't cost me
Yeah.
physically any money.
Mm.
But they obviously sort of talk about it and jazzy or something.
Whatever.
But yeah, that kind of stuff, which is obviously suitable. But for me, yes, I would pay for the odd game if I could see, you know, if I couldn't see a live game, then I might consider paying for the game, an actual ESPN, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wouldn't, not much beyond that, I wouldn't have thought in terms of what you actually pay for either. And it's available elsewhere already. I wouldn't care about Facebook, but get it on their official site or
Yeah.
through whatever, just to watch it on an iPad or a TV screen. This is not going to get me excited, I guess.
But if you want the game, you also want to share with your friends, right? So I think Facebook is also
No, he doesn't.
In
Obviously,
my
he
case, no.
doesn't.
I don't really care about what other people think. But I think for younger people that may be true, I guess, in
Yes.
terms of if they want to have talk about the game or converse on it.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I can ask you another question.
Yeah, sure.
Now, and here you have not addressed the threat of the competition, Tencent in particular, in terms of innovation. I think you can see that actually Tencent is ahead of Facebook. So this is something already in place. Okay, now you come up with a new idea of generating more revenues. But how about innovation, right? Coming up with new stuff. This is something that we must, I think, for the survival of the company, and that is a must. So I would like to know a little bit more.
Okay, thank you for your question. And it is elaborated in our second strategy, that is IoT. We do not consider IoT as a pure technology, but we want to make it a realistic business model. So based on our new business model, we will generate the car insurance customization. and we identify this simple scenario because usually the people are quite blind about which insurance products are suitable for them. And we can also, from our company's perspective, we can fully leverage our current data analytic technology, that is the Xperia. It can automatically track your location and your driving history, as well as your accidental risks and the past history. So after data collection and the analytics, we can generate a risk rating report in terms of your car driving history. Then we can recommend the corresponding insurance product.
That kind of works when everybody has to use it. Because most people, I mean, there are certain days I would switch the bloody thing off because anybody to notice. But in other cases, the fact you've got somebody following you around, literally checking everything you're doing, the speed at which you're going, how you're, if it's possible, how you're driving, is actually a big sort of privacy concern. So I think
Yes, sure.
it only really works if you've got enough people, because otherwise you'd only switch it on when you know.
And the feature of Xperia is that even though you switch it off, it can still do the analytics. And also, yes. And also we did a contingency plan to mitigate the risks.
Yes. For the risk that you have mentioned, that the raising concern of the privacy. As people staying more connected, they will be raising concern that their data may be used as other purpose. But to mitigate this risk, we will improve the transparency by telling what our data is used for, and also demonstrate the benefits of the data uses. For example, our strategies of the insurance. If we can share the data with the insurance company, it will sometimes it will increase your credit risk, and you will get more benefits. So maybe the customers will think of the benefits and trade-off of using these data. And also, we will provide choices for the customer to choose which data they will be using.
And back to your question, for the innovation, we do consider that the future path for the Facebook to implement its innovation. But currently, maybe today, our focus is on the short run to in the perspective of strategic management, we hope that Facebook to first dominate its core competency in the social media, like the Tencent, it should diversify its current business portfolio, but in the future, it should also consider how can it grow its adjacent business. So here, we define the adjacent business, maybe IoT, because we have found that there will be expanding this in this market. So currently, and our first step is to implement the IoT strategies, many do the data collection, and it's very low level of the data analytics. But maybe in the future, so we can do leverage the IoT technology to provide the services as well as the consultings. So that we consider in our second stage that to grow our adjacent business. And after that, we also want to help the Facebook to maintain its core competence by to explore the new frontiers. So this is like Apple. So we know that its core product is iPhone, but it's not satisfied. It also has the iPad, iWatch as well. So, but for Apple, it grows its adjacent business like this. It's still not satisfied. It will explore the new frontiers like Apple Card, Apple Cities. So we believe that. So in the future, maybe 10 years, the Facebook should have the long-term strategic focus on the innovation. But currently, it faces the stress of the very strong competitions from the Tencent and other social medias. So our strategy focus should be how can we dominate our core competencies currently.
Do you actually think that the Facebook is under threat from somebody else coming in and stealing their lunch in terms of the social network side of things? Because again, Google tried and obviously had the best option, but they sort of failed miserably. Tencent with all the privacy concerns, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I just don't trust them. Even, they've got these amazing stuff, I can get it elsewhere, I just don't want to be in that space. So is there really that much competition for them? Why, in terms of their strategy right now, is clearly to be the biggest, to have as much coverage as possible. When you get to about 1.5, 2 billion people, after that the value drops dramatically because there just isn't much value in the rest of it. Is it really the case of, I'm going to go running or somebody's going to go running to sign up for a different social media platform? I don't think so. I think they're actually quite secure in that space as long as people want it. Unless, of course, you're seeing different trends that are moving away from that, or you can see some other opportunities elsewhere.
Yeah, So thanks for the question. So when we compare the Tencent and Facebook, we found that the payment is very, it can help the Tencent to diversify its business very quickly. The payment, but why? This is constrained by the environment of the US. The Facebook cannot to develop its own payment system channels very effectively. So currently, the PayPal has dominated this market. So we can see that it limited the opportunity for Facebook to diversify its business. So we can see from the currently, 97% of its revenue has generated from the advertisement. If it has its own payment system, the problem is maybe easy enough because it can generate the transaction, charge the transaction fees as well as many dimensions. But we can see that this is a potential threat from the other global competitors like Tencent because it has its own payment system.
Thank you very much.